Wisconsin provides. Climatic forces dating back eons have shaped an agricultural environment like no other. Receding glaciers supplied the fresh water and carved the lush pasture land that drew early farmers to the region. Farmers who saw the potential in every season and a region that continues to nourish innovation in food and beverage production. In a state known for collaboration, it's no surprise that Wisconsin leads the way in applied science that enhances the entire food and beverage sector. Globally recognized organizations like the Center for Dairy Research and Food Research Institute work with producers statewide to develop market-driven safety and quality solutions.
We have a really large network of companies that we work with. So if we have a biotech company that might have a product that we think could benefit a food company, we put those two together.
Obviously, we do a lot of one-on-one work with individual companies, and they come to us and say, we want to do a specific confidential project, and we do that too.
When you bring the researchers and the universities, the water experts, the technology experts together, you can create real change.
The university itself is a world-renowned research organization.
Having them readily available is very important for us to be successful.
Wisconsin is widely recognized as a food science state. Food and agriculture, the whole industry, from farm to plate, very, very important.
The resources that we've been able to utilize within Wisconsin are really strong within the Department of Agriculture. I realized just how important the department was to our business.
We have the academic resources and the expertise to help our food companies really stay current as consumer trends are changing, I think, at record speed.
Along with that quality comes demand for variety, specialty products developed for niche markets, adaptations for global customers, and production methods that reflect both traditional and new sensitivities. Wisconsin continues to provide organic certification, locally sourced partners, and an open community of growers, brewers, packagers, and producers who share a culture of innovation that meets the standards consumers have come to expect from Wisconsin.
Quite honestly, anyone can innovate. It could be a small change in our daily activity. It could mean a new piece of equipment. It might mean how we interface with customers.
So on the innovation side, we're always looking at the consumer. What's the consumer doing with our products? What do they want? What's the future hold for them? Where do they want to go?
Clean label, all natural, organic. Basically, we grow with our customers to the tune of what they need from us.
In the craft industry, you must be an innovator. You constantly have to come up with new ideas.
That long-term relationship with companies that have common values is very important to us too, and I think that's another benefit of being in Wisconsin.
We have long-term vendors that have been very loyal to us that we work very closely with.
Our food and beverage ecosystem, I think, is pretty much unparalleled as it relates to how connected it is, in a way that's connecting and leveraging all the moving pieces that really will lead us to a growing economy.
As consumer demand grows, so do expectations that products arrive faster, safer, and fresher than ever before. By taking advantage of Wisconsin's robust supply chain and the academic resources fueling its continuous improvement, producers and processors can be sure that they're supported by a state committed to excellence.
We would not have been as convicted to make the investment and take the risk unless we would have had the support of the state.
Anytime you work with anybody in the state, that you email them, you get them an answer right back.
We find it simple and easy, as they're very accessible to allow us access to the resources we need to grow.
We really have a full supply chain here for you, so if you're a food company looking for ingredients, you can source them here. If you're looking for packaging equipment, you can source it here.
Our bottling machine was built in Waukesha down the street. Our tanks were built in Elroy, Wisconsin. And these are all places and people that are local that you can come and see.
We're also #1 in the nation as it relates to equipment and packaging manufacturing.
We're right in between the corridors between Minneapolis and Chicago. So when we do get into an uptick in production, we can usually fill our supply chain within the 24-hour time frame.
Because of our quality and because of our commitment to our end users, we've been very successful in the export market.
So you start to look at our talent, our agricultural prowess, our water. It makes it difficult to understand why you wouldn't want to locate a food and beverage company here in the state of Wisconsin.
And there is nobody that would have a competitive advantage to Wisconsin when you take the total food supply chain equation into effect.
And through every step, from the first seed to the last bite, are our people. The dedication that they bring, The schools and programs that train them and the companies that trust and nurture them all contribute to the highest caliber and most dedicated workforce in the world.
The biggest raw material or biggest resource that Wisconsin puts out is people and talent.
I believe that we have a higher level of employee in the state because of our school system.
So you have a lot of people here associated with food and associated with beverage. They've been in other food plants, and so it's a great place to be.
The pride and ownership that they bring to the table every day, first class.
We really have a remarkable breadth of talent for the industry here.
There's such a knowledge base in this state. You just are at a disadvantage, a competitive disadvantage, if you don't operate in this state.
Wisconsin provides. From the fertile soil and abundant water that make the ideal conditions, to the collaboration between business, academia, and government, to the people who take pride in their work to get things done. Wisconsin food and beverage production, rooted in tradition, growing through innovation.